Puffy has been bringing in cash off of Big Deal's name for longer than Big Deal was alive. A portion of these partners are still on a choke. However they happen, well, we realize he was killed. Yet we accept that the LAPD knows unbelievable, famous, enormous, spilled some searing tea during her meeting with the Morning Meal Club. Prepare yourselves, people, since Voletta pulled out all the stops as she released her actual sentiments towards in all honesty, Diddy, and let me let you know they are everything except great. In a stunning disclosure, Voletta admitted that she had consistently felt a compelling desire to choke Big Deal's partners. Yes, you heard it right, this fiery mom bear didn't keep down when it came to communicating her firmly established dissatisfactions. Voletta Wallace likewise talked about how she accepted Diddy involved her child for his own benefits in her book. Named Biggie, Voletta says, "I'm happy my child doesn't need to observe that the very individuals that he figured he could ride and bite the dust with wouldn't mull over utilizing his mom. I'm happy that he hasn't arrived to perceive how they have utilized his picture. And his name I accept seen cherished my child. After he was dead, I used to let Christopher know constantly not to trust scenes more Voletta's message about how much cash he got when he joined up with the name truly Christopher acknowledged the deception of a companion and tutor for around $25,000. That is the sum Puffy tricked my child. With that was large chunk of change for Christopher. In those days as a 19-year-old, he had never seen that much at one time in his life. Wallace composed it was sufficient cash to cause my child to accept that Puffy was prepared to do anything for him. It was sufficient to purchase a head over heels adoration and reliability. Notwithstanding this, Big Deal's mother has reprimanded how the examination of her child's homicide has been dealt with throughout the long term and understandably in a meeting with the day-to-day. Male Voletta said that she harms each and every day, realizing that she won't ever see her child from this point forward, and that his executioner is currently at large. The matron of Hip Bounce uncovered that she and LAPD analysts exploring the homicide realize who is liable for her child's demise, yet a scheme keeps the case from truly being tackled. I have an excellent thought who killed Christopher, and I'd really accept that the LAPD know precisely who did too. She said they've done their examination, yet they won't push ahead. I don't have the foggiest idea why they haven't captured who was involved. I can't help thinking that it's one monster connivance. And somebody is certainly being safeguarded someplace down the line. There's no conclusion for me until that killer is in a correctional facility and condemned. Notwithstanding the star's mom, Big Deal's better half, Confidence Evans, has likewise made cases of her own to add on to this. Diddy's previous guardian quality arrangement additionally discussed how much Big Deal loathed Diddy. In a new meeting, Quality said that Big Deal and Diddy weren't so close as Diddy depicts, and that Big Deal knew that Diddy was burglarizing him. Quality additionally uncovered that Big Deal was anticipating getting his distributing privileges back from Diddy. He guaranteed that the late rapper had taken actions to leave Terrible Kid for a rewarding arrangement worth in excess of $60 million. Bargain said he saw Big Deal's Awful Kid contract when he needed to watch over Diddy's portfolio during a flight. It framed Big's profit and augmentations of $250,000, yet left distributing pay in Puff's control. When he got some information about it, the rapper purportedly enlightened him concerning his new arrangement. And all the cash he showed me it had Charlie Baltimore, Cameron Lil Stop, Lil Kim Jr. Mafia Tracy Lee. And the commission he made sense of. I think the agreement was for such countless years for like $62 million. It emerges to $62 million. Fans have remarked about this, with one fan saying everyone knew Huge would leave large outdeveloped Puff, offered enormous his reprieve, yet Puff would never be fair and square without Large in the event that Puff could never have Large. No one can. Another fan added, recall when Large's girl said she wasn't welcome to the Terrible Kid gathering visit, says a ton regarding Diddy Puff. A third fan composed, I generally thought it was unusual that Big Deal began his name beyond Terrible Kid. And at whatever point he talked about Puff, it was dependably about business, not private like the manner in which he talked about others, like Jay-Z, another fan, added Big Deal. And Diddy certainly weren't so close as everyone suspected. Puffy appears at any occasion or recognition connected with Big Deal, or anything in a different meeting. Quality uncovered that Diddy missiled Big Deal's mom about not knowing him since he realized that Quality would uncover him and uncover what occurred the evening of Big Deal's passing. Fans have gotten down on Diddy for professing to think often about Biggie, with one specific fan expressing what's wiped out is that Puff still right up to the present day behaves like he was a decent individual to enormous. I truly feel like he set this man up, a similar man who assisted him with getting to where he is presently. Trust no one, another fan added. I find it fascinating that Puffy isn't tending to whatever Quality is saying. It's been years now. Quality is talking realities, a third fan composed. I recollect after Biggie kicked the bucket, Wallace didn't believe that Diddy should take advantage of her child any longer, since in those days, Diddy was loyally discussing the amount he missed enormous and was engaged with everything in regards to huge that remembers the festivals, the notices for virtual entertainment. Very much like how could he was doing. Kim and Quality is correct, all that be promulgated. And I figure Miss Wallace didn't believe that her child's inheritance should be taken advantage of like that any longer. I likewise imagine for that reason, Diddy scarcely makes reference to why he didn't go to largest 50th festival in New York. What's more, Quality additionally uncovered that on that portentous night, Big Deal's vehicle had been set apart with a plenty of stickers. He spilled the tea, charging that these vehicles, including Big Deal, were leased. And think about what slapping stickers all over them was stringently against strategy. Might you at any point accepted who might try to display the principles and imprint these lease vehicles? The fingers quickly pointed towards a single gathering. And one gathering, the infamous road group, probably recruited by. In all honesty, Terrible Kid Records discuss a stunning turn Quality arrangement, strikingly declared that this elite road group held the once-in-a-lifetime chance and unbound admittance to alter those rides. Might it at some point be that these stickers were not simple embellishments, but rather an evil message from inside the music realm itself? Yet stand by in a spot of destiny. It just so happens Puff Diddy's vehicle, exactly the same man who sits at the focal point of this debate, was totally sticker-free. Yet stand by, there's something else to this corrupt story. Quality, in a stunning uncover, let the cat out of the bag on how, in spite of the hazardous quarrel seething between the East and West drifts, Diddy, the one endowed with dealing with Big Deal's vocation, incredibly wouldn't reinforce security to discuss carelessness of the greatest request. What's more, Quality pointed fingers at one more person who he accepts was chummy with Puffy, working inseparably to execute the obnoxious assault. As per Quality's trying cases, he by and by cautioned an individual from Big Deal's escort to remain far away from Puffy's assigned course. And think about what this individual, in all honesty, Druck vowed to regard. Quality's fair warnings, yet unfortunately destiny had different plans in store in a stunning bit of occasion.